I feel like I just rubbed my body in duck sauce.
Oh, look who it is.
I'm on the Brothers Green set. I'm so happy that I get to be here and not have to deal with Julia Gulia. You can walk in. I'm just teasing.
Why are you being so mean?
Get in here.
I feel like awkward now.
We're a big family.
If you guys want, I can go.
So if you guys don't know, JP and Julia from Healthy Junk Food, we've been friends for even my oldest YouTube friends, I think.
We are the oldest YouTube friends.
The oldest. On their channel, they do all sorts of amazing food, fast food recreations, but they've been blowing out with all these giant things. So we're gonna do something giant today. So here's the thing. Soup dumplings in general are extremely difficult to make. They're very fragile, and basically somehow they manage to get soup inside the dumpling. So I mean, you guys have had them before. You get to like suck out the soup and it's delicious. So making a giant one is not going to be easy, but I figure let's just do it and see what happens.
Let's try. Everybody at home, comment below. Do you think that this recipe is going to work? You know, and it is all on Josh Greenfield. The recipe's totally him. It's not on us.
Look how big this thing's gonna be. It's crazy.
Huge.
It's so big.
So there's a place in the city, and I'm forgetting the name. I'll pop it up right here. But it's called like Dumpling Beast or something, and they make these giant soup dumplings. So this isn't the first, and they're about this big. So I'm looking at this thing, and it's like, yeah, it's giant, but
so
you guys
giant.
are making chicken nuggets like the size of your head. So I figure.
Oh no, he didn't.
This big.
No, he didn't. Oh.
But the most important things for soup dumplings, the way you get the soup in here is you actually make a stock.
Oh
I basically
my
just took some
gosh.
chicken stock, smashed up some scallions, ginger, added a little soy sauce and garlic, and cooked that down. And then I added gelatin. I turned it into a jello. So this is literally soup jello. If you guys like jello, you probably won't like this. So it's soup jello, and what's going to happen is when we mix it in with the pork mixture, when it steams, it's going to melt and become soup.
Soup.
Right? The other important step is making the dough. I basically took 2 cups of bread flour, 1 cup of regular all-purpose flour, and then just blended that up with some super hot, like boiling water and a little bit of oil. And just blend that up till it forms a ball and kind of knead it for a few minutes, and you have this dumpling dough.
All right, awesome.
And if you guys don't want to make something huge, you can still make small soup dumplings. So the cool thing about this recipe is you're going to learn how to make soup dumplings in general, and you can choose what size you want to make.
And I think he brings up a great point, guys. Anytime you see giant stuff, everyone's like, oh, I'm sick of the giant stuff. But you gotta escape your mind from it just being giant, and then it's actually a recipe for making a soup dumpling.
Yeah, make a smaller one. It's cool. No big deal. If you have a big family, make a huge one. I'd love to see the day when like someone makes just one giant chicken nugget for their family. All right, so what we're gonna do is just start adding stuff. I'll let you. The ginger goes in, and then a bunch of chopped garlic. This is not measured. The only thing that I measured was the dough because I didn't want to screw the dough up. I felt like if I did, that would be very sad.
So you have 3 pounds of pork?
3 pounds of pork. You want to? I'll sprinkle this in. A little sugar. Sugar just, I know it seems odd, but sugar just helps kind of balance everything out, you know. Soy sauce. I'm going to sprinkle some salt in there.
Okay.
Chinese cooking wine, if you don't have it, it's all good. White pepper, so. Wow. Just get your hands in there and mix.
If this was my channel, wouldn't wash these, but
Yeah, you would.
It's honestly just like more like a running inside joke that I don't wash my hands, but I'm very sterile.
No, sanitary is the right
Sanitary.
word.
Very sanitary.
Just so you know.
Did I say sterile? Oh wow.
That feels just so good.
Oh wow.
The way the lady who does the giant soup dumpling does is she puts some meat down. She takes like, you know, a little bit of pork, she takes some lobster, some shrimp, and then she makes this flavorful broth and pours it over, and the broth has gelatin in it, so it congeals, puts it in the fridge, and then she takes this big thing out, rolls the dough out, and like plops it down and folds it over. So it's like it's mostly soup, and it stays in there, and you kind of drink it with a straw. But to me, what I love about the soup dumpling is you get a little bit of soup, and this awesome. That looks incredible. Let's see. Let's just take a trip down God knows where lanes.
I always wanted to be a hand model, so this kind of is my shining moment.
You know what you won't ever be? A foot model.
Why is that?
Yeah, my feet kind of look like Shrek or something. We
So,
got the
this is-
Jello and the pudding pop.
So I've made it before where it's like much more congealed. I didn't add too much gelatin. I was curious how that would go. So hopefully it's all right. I don't see it being a problem. But I'm just gonna kind of like score it, you know?
Yep. Julia's dad is a plastic surgeon, so I'm thinking, you know, like breast implant, you know.
This looks like a breast implant?
Not really. It's cold.
Like, if you need help, I'm here.
No, I love this.
The thing that's gonna be interesting to me is like, how long is this thing gonna take to steam? 'Cause
Yeah.
it could be like weeks.
We'll have like a time lapse of like the sun going up and down several times. What are you doing? I thought we had a plan together. We were gonna stay dirty the whole time.
So if you want to just like kind of dust the table,
Oh yeah.
see how we get going there.
I've made dumplings before, but I haven't made the dough for the dumpling from scratch. So this is really cool.
This is something. We'll see if it works.
We want to make it kind of thin, but not too thin.
You want the center to be the thickest spot, and then the edges can get thinner, so you can kind of roll it up. Cool. So let me see.
I don't think it's big enough.
Well, here's the thing. So what I would say is, this looks awesome. Let's try to keep this now, like that thickness, and then we can really roll. So like envision like a little belly in the center, and then really roll out around there.
Okay.
Yeah, we can keep it going a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Here's the thing. This
Go all the way
dough
around.
is supposed to be enough to make 48 soup dumplings.
I have an idea to make this process go a little bit faster too.
Yeah, the biggest thing is just not tearing it, because it's very,
It's not gonna be able to go back together.
yeah. So what I need to do too here while you're doing that is I'm taking this parchment paper and just cutting some holes into it, because we want this to be on parchment paper when we place it in, but what we don't want is no holes, because then it won't steam.
Alright guys, it's getting intense. I'm behind the camera right now. It's getting intense. We only have one shot, but don't worry.
Honestly, this is the part of the video where the intense music is playing.
Yeah. The craziest part is like when you're steaming this thing, if there's a small piercing in the bottom, all the soup goes out and you're left with,
Yeah.
that's where it gets crazy.
Failure.
Yeah.
You're left
okay,
with
though.
a fail.
It's okay.
It kind of smells like pie.
So if this doesn't work, we can make a giant Pop-Tart.
Yeah. This is beautiful. Josh, this is so amazing.
It's like a crunch wrap the way you fold it.
Yeah.
Wow. I think this is the greatest thing we've ever done.
So all I have is this wok here with like a little steamer basket in it, and then we've got our official steamer basket, and then we just put it on top, and we're gonna let it steam for, I honestly have no idea.
All right.
So that's the oven on high heat with water.
Water, and I can, now that it's like rumbling, I can turn it down because I just want to get that steam. The only thing is, it's gonna be evaporating, so every 20 minutes or so, we're gonna have to check it and make sure the water's not gone. You got this? Do you got this?
Yes, I got
This is the
this.
part where everything could go wrong.
Okay, so I'm just gonna set it down.
Set it and don't forget it.
How long does it take?
I have no idea. It's 11:40 right now. My guess is 30 minutes.
Okay.
Because like a regular steamed dumpling is like 5 to 8 minutes. So
Makes
30,
sense.
And yeah.
Yes, soup dumplings.
So this is a black vinegar. Typically, well, I should say is typically they serve it with black vinegar and ginger, but I didn't have black vinegar, so I used balsamic vinegar and apple cider vinegar. And then you kind of
Bite the
put a
top.
little hole in there. You just slurp out a little soup. Delicious.
You gonna do it?
Yeah, I'll bite off the nipple.
Okay, I'm watching you.
Add more amazingness to the inside of it.
gonna make this thing not to eat it. So this is our opportunity, guys.
Straw first. You gotta drink out the broth in this case, and then go from there.
Here we go.
This is hope it's cooked.
Oh, we're going in.
Oh, there's juice coming out.
All
That's
the
a good
juice.
sign.
Oh, there's soup all over this. Oh my God, this is amazing.
If you like soup and if you like dumplings, make this.
I want to eat this whole thing. Is that weird?
If you guys want some vinegar, that's
Oh, yeah.
the way to fully experience this. Balsamic.
This thing's so crazy, my straw broke.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Look at that filling.
Yeah,
Yep, it's cooked.
This is
Now we
enough
know.
to feed about 40 people.
Oh, look at this spoonful.
Wow.
Just a spoonful of giant soup dumpling.
So is this the best experience going giant or like the regular size? Do you like
the
more?
giant better. This is actually the one time a giant actually almost
The
makes
giant
more
tastes better.
sense
Yeah.
because you can you're almost eating it
Wow.
like soup now,
Yeah.
and it's easier to eat, and there's less chance of you burning yourself because you can just spoon it in.
It's kind of like the soup bowl thing, you
It
know?
is.
Oh,
It's like
yes.
a bread bowl,
But it-
soup bowl.
I think that you've invented something here. We should patent this. And guys, if you want to see authentic soup dumplings from Chinatown, make sure to check out our channel because we've got Josh showing us
Oh yeah, we're
everything.
going on a Chinatown tour right after this, so we cannot eat too much because we're gonna be eating a lot, guys.
How do I stop? It's so good.
I don't want to stop.
We're dancing now. How can you not be happy after doing something like this?
This Snapchat people are gonna freak out.